A very good evening. You're watching Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha with News Tonight. Before we go over to the headlines, Rajya Sabha TV appeals to all its viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Wear face masks and wear them properly. Wash hands and face regularly and maintain physical distancing while stepping outside. Remember, these simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic. Let's now get you the top stories of the day. Mixed response to Bharat Bandh. Transport services and business unaffected in most places. Farmers' representatives to hold 6th round of talks with the government tomorrow. India will launch the world's largest vaccination campaign with mobile technology, asserts Prime Minister Modi. Union Health Ministry announces distribution plan. Some vaccines in third phase trials expected to be ready soon. Prime Minister Modi calls for efforts to make India a global hub for telecommunications, says mobile technology has enabled benefits worth billions of dollars to reach the poor amid the pandemic. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu calls for special drive to promote entrepreneurship among women. Emphasizes need to change mindset if youth from being job seekers to job creators. And Prime Minister Modi says huge pool of skilled workforce gives India the advantage in a post-COVID-19 world. Stresses that wide-ranging governance reforms have infused energy in the country. The Bharat Bandh, called by farmers' unions on Tuesday, evoked a mixed response, with some parts of the country totally unaffected by the strike. Elaborate security arrangements were made in all states and union territories in the wake of the Bandh. Farmers have been protesting against the new farm laws for the last 13 days. The 6th round of talks between the centre and the farmers' leaders will be held on Wednesday. Normal life was unaffected by the Bharat Bandh in the national capital. Most of the main markets, banks and offices remained open, while public transport services functioned normally. Delhi's auto taxi union also stayed away from the Bandh, stating that they supported the farmers but not the Bandh.
3 बजे तक दुकानें बंद करके उनका कोई समाधान हो जाता है, ऐसा नहीं है। दिल्ली के लोग हैं बेचारे आसपास से आते हैं, यहाँ पे शादियों का फेस्टिवल का सीजन चल रहा हैगा, तो उनको कपड़ा लत्ता चाहिए होता हैगा। उनकी पब्लिक को भी ध्यान में रखते हुए हम लोगों ने ये दुकानें खोली।
पहले तो बिचौलिया जो वो परेशान करते थे किसानों को, अब उनसे फंडा छूट गया, हमारा छुटकारा मिल गया हमारे को, और हम बहुत ही संतुष्ट हैं। इसके समर्थन में बिल के में
श्री राजधानी दिल्ली में सिचुएशन जो है सामान्य है और सारी जो मेन मार्केट्स हैं वो खुली हैं, लोगों का मूवमेंट नॉर्मल है।
Union Minister Prakash Javadekar targeted the opposition parties, saying they are playing politics while asserting that the laws are in the interest of the farmers.
3 कानून वापस लेने की मांग करते हैं, ये तो पाखंड है, क्योंकि ये जो विपक्ष दल है इन्होंने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग एक्ट पास किया अपने राज्यों में, इन्होंने एपीएमसी कानून में सुधार किया है। मॉडल कानून जो शरद पवार ने प्रस्तुत किया था उसको अनेक राज्यों ने स्वीकार किया है। कांग्रेस के घोषणा पत्र में ये कानून लाने की बात कही है। हमारा पूरा विश्वास है कि किसान समझेगा, सच्चाई को परखेगा।
Union Minister Smriti Irani said the opposition could not get public support through votes. That's why they are breaking the law and order for political benefit.
धान की खरीदारी में 33 लाख किसानों से भारत सरकार ने 336 लाख मेट्रिक टन इसमें प्रोक्योर किया एमएसपी ऑपरेशन में, और 60,000 करोड़ से ज़्यादा पैसा सीधा किसानों को मुहैया कराया। और जो किसान लाभान्वित हुए इस एमएसपी ऑपरेशन में, उसमें से 60% किसान पंजाब के हैं। तो आज ये विपक्षी दलों का जो रुख है, ना वो चाहते थे कि रिफॉर्म हो एग्रीकल्चर में, ना वो चाहते हैं कि किसान का उत्थान हो, और इसीलिए आज वो इस प्रकार से देश में शांति को, कानून व्यवस्था को भंग करने में उतारू हैं।
Meanwhile, the Bandh drew a mixed response in other states as well. In Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, markets and offices remained largely open and transport services functioned normally. Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Meghalaya were largely unaffected by the strike. The Bandh also did not evoke any visible response in Goa. Farmers are protesting at different borders of the national capital since 26th of November against the 3 farm laws enacted during the monsoon session of Parliament. Around 20 political parties, including the Congress, the NCP, DMK, Samajwadi Party, TRS and the left parties have supported the Bandh. The government and the farmers have held 5 rounds of talks so far. The next round of talks will be held on the 9th of December. With inputs from Ravindra Singh Sharan, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
In some other news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the 4th edition of the India Mobile Congress on Tuesday, calling the digital potential of the country huge. The Prime Minister said India has been able to help the poor and vulnerable sections of the society only due to mobile technology. The Prime Minister also said the government is working towards providing high-speed fibre optic cable connectivity in every village in the next 3 years. Here's a detailed report.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi credited mobile technology with enabling benefits worth billions of dollars to reach the deserving, even as it helped the poor and vulnerable during the pandemic.
It is because of mobile technology that we are able to provide benefits worth billions of dollars to millions of Indians. It is because of our mobile technology that we are able to help the poor and vulnerable quickly during the pandemic. It is also with the help of mobile technology that we will embark on one of the world's largest COVID-19 vaccination drive.
Stating that India is emerging as one of the most preferred destinations in mobile phone manufacturing, the Prime Minister said the government's production-linked incentive scheme will boost the telecom sector.
India is emerging as one of the most preferred destinations for mobile manufacturing. We have also come up with a production-linked incentive scheme to promote telecom equipment manufacturing in India. Let us work together to make India a global hub for telecom equipment design, development and manufacturing. We are embarking on a plan to ensure that over the next 3 years, every village will have high-speed fiber optic connectivity.
Calling India's digital appetite unparalleled, the Prime Minister emphasized the importance of planning to improve lives with the technological revolution. He said young innovators are working on many products that have a potential to go global.
My message to my young friends would be to have faith in their potential as well as products. Friends, today we are a country of 1 billion plus phone users. Today we have 1 billion plus people with unique digital identity. Today we have over 750 million internet users. The scale and speed of internet penetration can be seen by the following facts. Half of the total internet users in India were added in the last 4 years. Half of the total internet users are in our rural areas. Our digital size and our digital appetite are unprecedented. We are a country where the tariffs are the lowest in the world. We are one of the fastest growing mobile app market in the world. The digital potential of our nation is unparalleled, perhaps even in the history of mankind.
The theme for this year's India Mobile Congress is Inclusive Innovation, Smart, Secure, Sustainable. It aims to align to the Prime Minister's vision to promote Atmanirbhar Bharat, digital inclusivity, among others. It also aims to drive foreign and local investments, encourage research and development in the telecom and emerging technology sectors. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Close on the heels of the Serum Institute and Pfizer, Bharat Biotech sought emergency use authorization for its COVID-19 vaccine Covaxin from the Drugs Controller General of India. Bharat Biotech is Covaxin's indigenously developing the vaccine in collaboration with the Indian Council of Medical Research. The Hyderabad-based firm is conducting phase 3 clinical trials in around 25 places, including Delhi, Mumbai, Patna and Lucknow. An expert committee of the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization will meet on Wednesday to review applications of Pfizer, the Serum Institute of India and also Bharat Biotech for emergency authorization for the vaccine candidates. The Health Ministry on Tuesday said the government is ready to launch a massive production of COVID-19 vaccine after approval from the scientists and the researchers. On the vaccine distribution, the ministry highlighted the National Expert Group on Vaccine Administration panel's prioritization of the population groups. Listening.
Every single Indian who needs to be vaccinated will be vaccinated. प्रायोरिटी में हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स होने चाहिए. इसमें सरकारी क्षेत्र के और निजी क्षेत्र के अस्पतालों में और हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटीज़ में जो वर्कर्स हैं वो सम्मिलित हैं और लगभग देश में हमारा मानना है कि इनकी संख्या 1 करोड़ के लगभग होगी. कि फ्रंट लाइन वर्कर्स को प्राथमिकता दी जानी चाहिए. इसमें राज्य सरकार की और केंद्र सरकार की पुलिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, आर्म्ड फोर्सेस हैं, होम गार्ड हैं, सिविल डिफेंस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैं, डिज़ास्टर मैनेजमेंट वॉलंटियर्स हैं, म्यूनिसिपल वर्कर्स हैं. इनकी संख्या देश भर में लगभग 2 करोड़ है. एज स्ट्रेटिफाइड प्रायोरिटी ग्रुप्स होने चाहिए जिसमें उन्होंने 50 साल से ऊपर और 50 साल से नीचे के लोग जिनको कोमॉर्बिडिटीज़ हैं उनका उल्लेख किया है. ये लगभग 27 करोड़ होते हैं. कि ये नेगवैक की अनुशंसाएं हैं और सरकार को इन पर निर्णय लेना है. दूसरा ये कि ये सीक्वेंशियल नहीं है. जब भी ये इम्यूनाइजेशन प्रारंभ होगा तो ये साइमल्टेनियस भी हो सकता है डिपेंडिंग ऑन द अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ वैक्सीन.
And Britain kicked off its biggest ever vaccine campaign in history on Tuesday, becoming the first country to administer the COVID-19 vaccine developed by Pfizer and BioNTech. 90-year-old Margaret Keenan became the first person in the world to receive the first dose against the deadly virus outside of a trial. People aged 80 and over, as well as care home workers, will be the first to receive the jab this week, along with government health workers who are at higher risk among the first to receive the life-saving jab. People have been picked based on the criteria set by the UK's Committee on Vaccination and Immunisation, phased rollout based on those at the highest risk of death from the deadly virus. And a look now at the COVID-19 situation in India. The country recorded lowest daily new cases after a gap of 5 months, with the 26,567 new cases of COVID-19 reported on Tuesday morning. India is also maintaining a steady decline in the number of deaths, with 385 fatalities reported in the last 24 hours. 39,045 new recoveries were registered during the same period. The active caseload dipped below the 4% mark on Tuesday with 3,83,000 cases. The total recovered cases now stand at 91,78,000, pushing the national recovery rate to 94.59%. While the total cases have crossed 97 lakh, it includes 1,40,958 deaths. The total tests in the country have crossed 14.88 crore. 10,26,000 tests were conducted across the country in just the last 24 hours. Among states, Kerala reported 3,272 new cases of coronavirus, while Maharashtra recorded 3,075 new cases. West Bengal registered 2,214 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday. While national capital Delhi reported 63 deaths, West Bengal saw a fatality count of 48, while Maharashtra reported 40 new deaths due to coronavirus.
देश में कुल 97 लाख केसेस हुए, जिनमें से इस समय एक्टिव केसेस की संख्या 4 लाख से भी घट गई है। ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी बात है। एक्टिव केसेस यानी ऐसे केसेस जो या अस्पतालों में हैं या घरों पर होम आइसोलेशन में मेडिकल केयर के तहत हैं, वो केवल 3.83 लाख हैं। कुल जो मृत्यु हुई हैं वो 1,40,000 हैं और कुल जो टेस्ट हुए हैं वो 14,80,00,000 टेस्ट देश भर में हुए हैं। केस प्रति मिलियन हम देखें तो विश्व के सबसे कम केस प्रति मिलियन वाले देश में हमारी गणना होती है। 7,000 के लगभग केस प्रति मिलियन हैं और जो एक्टिव केसेस हैं वो कुल केसेस के 4% से भी कम हो गए हैं।
In a telephonic conversation with French President Emmanuel Macron, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated India's full support to France in its fight against terrorism, extremism and radicalism. During the talks, Prime Minister Modi conveyed condolences for the recent terror attacks in France. Modi and Macron also discussed other bilateral, regional and global issues of mutual interest, like the affordability and accessibility of COVID-19 vaccines, post-COVID economic recovery, cooperation in the Indo-Pacific region, maritime security, and also defense cooperation. The Prime Minister expressed his wish to welcome President Macron in India after the normalization of public health situation. And India and Qatar on Tuesday decided to create a special task force to facilitate investments by the Gulf country into India. In a telephonic conversation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Qatar's Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani agreed to boost bilateral ties in the fields of investment flows and energy security. The two leaders also reviewed recent developments in this regard and agreed to deepen bilateral cooperation in all areas. Prime Minister Modi also greeted Qatar's Emir for its forthcoming National Day. He said Qatar is a vital pillar of India's energy security and a valued source of FDI. And time for a short break here, but more news and updates will continue on the other side. Do stay with us.
Watch The Big Picture at 9:30 p.m. only on Rajya Sabha television.
Defeat coronavirus. Let us always remember, wear a mask. Wash hands. Follow physical distancing. Together, we'll succeed. Together, we'll win against COVID-19.
Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu on Tuesday stressed that the vast energies of the talented youth should be tapped fully and their mindset should be changed from being job seekers to job creators. He was addressing the Global Summit 2020 via video conferencing. The Vice President also wanted a special drive to be launched for promoting entrepreneurship among women.
The vast energies of the talented youth must be tapped fully, and their mindset should be changed from being job seekers to job creators. Similarly, a special drive should be launched for promoting entrepreneurship among women, who constitute almost 50% of the country's population. So there is a huge potential for promoting women entrepreneurs in our country and provide the required support to them for choosing to become entrepreneurs and job creators.
Stating that entrepreneurship plays a crucial role in economic growth and employment generation, the Vice President appreciated the government for creating an enabling environment through Startup India. He also appealed to the corporate sector to fund and promote entrepreneurial ecosystem on university campuses.
To tap and nurture entrepreneurial talent among youngsters, our universities must set up incubation centers. I call upon all the universities in the country, please set up incubation centers, attract the talent and encourage and promote the talent. That is the best opportune time when students, they come out of the universities and acquire knowledge. These incubation centers will help them, motivate them to move forward. Fostering student entrepreneurship through innovation program is extremely critical, and universities need to establish close linkage with industries to mentor and uphold students with novel business ideas. The corporate sector too must come forward to fund and promote entrepreneurial ecosystem on university campuses.
And Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also asserted that India is in an advantageous position with its huge pool of skilled workforce for post-COVID-19 world. In a written message to the three-day Thai Global Summit being held virtually, he said, over the last 6 years, the government has injected a new spirit through wide-ranging reforms in policies and governance. The Prime Minister also said the nation was marching ahead with its resolute resolve to build a strong and self-resilient India that encapsulates the vision of world welfare and full integration. Invest India, the government's flagship investment promotion and facilitation agency, has bagged the prestigious United Nations Investment Promotion Award this year. The award celebrates outstanding achievements of the world's investment promotion agencies. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Invest India on this achievement. Invest India was adjudged winner of the United Nations Investment Promotion Award 2020 in Geneva on Monday. The United Nations Conference on Trade and Development chose it from among 180 national investment promotion agencies across the world during the COVID-19 pandemic. The United Nations Conference on Trade and Development monitors investment promotion agencies and identifies global best practices. The response of the investment promotion agencies to the pandemic became the basis for the award this year. The United Nations Conference on Trade and Development highlighted Invest India's good practices like Business Immunity Platform, exclusive investment forum webinars, social media engagement and creation of dedicated COVID response teams during the pandemic for investment promotion and facilitation. A non-profit venture under the government's Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Invest India was formed in 2009 and is the first point of reference for investors in India. Congratulating Invest India, Prime Minister Modi said the award is a testimony to the government's focus on making India the world's preferred investment destination and improving ease of doing business. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. Lead and nickel content in drinking water and milk has been established as the root cause of the mysterious disease in Eluru city of Andhra Pradesh. The illness has claimed one life and over 500 people have reported ill. The centre has rushed a 3-member team of medical experts to assess the situation along with experts from the WHO. Based on the preliminary findings of the teams, lead and nickel have been found to be the causes of the mysterious disease. The symptoms of the disease include a bout of epilepsy for 3 to 5 minutes, memory loss for a few minutes, anxiety, vomiting, headache, and also back pain. Of the 505 people who were affected, more than 370 recovered, while 120 are still being treated. A special sanitation drive has been undertaken in Eluru city and also the adjoining areas from where these cases were reported. Campaigning for the 5th phase of District Development Council elections in Jammu and Kashmir ended on Tuesday. Voting for this phase will be held on the 10th of December. Polling will take place in 37 constituencies, which include 17 seats in the Kashmir Valley and 20 constituencies in the Jammu division. The 8-phase DDC polls began on 28th of November and will conclude on the 19th of December. The counting of votes will take place on the 22nd of December. The first phase of the 3-tier local body polls were held in 5 districts of Kerala on Tuesday. Over 60% voter turnout was recorded. Voting began at 7 a.m. and continued till 6 p.m., abiding to the COVID-19 protocols. Polling in this phase was held in Thiruvananthapuram, Kollam, Pathanamthitta, Alappuzha and Idukki districts. The second phase of the elections will be held in Ernakulam, Kottayam, Thrissur, Palakkad and Wayanad districts on the 10th of December, while the third phase voting will take place on the 14th of December. I beg your pardon, the third phase polling will take place on the 14th of December, while the counting of votes will take place on the 16th of December. The BJP unit in West Bengal has called a 12-hour Bandh in North Bengal. In fact, it was called on Tuesday over the death of a party worker on Monday during its protest against the West Bengal government in Siliguri. BJP party supporter was killed and 2 others seriously injured due to police lathi charge. This was a claim made by the BJP. The party also claimed that 40 others had suffered minor injuries. The BJP condemned the police action and demanded imposition of President's rule in West Bengal in view of breakdown of law and order. In South Bengal, the left party workers and the Congress workers blocked train tracks in North 24 Parganas, the South 24 Parganas, Howrah, Hooghly and several other districts. And that's it from us in this bulletin. But before we leave, we once again appeal to you. We appeal all our viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic, wear face masks, wash hands and face regularly, and maintain physical distancing while stepping outside. Remember, these simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic. Good night and thank you very much for your time.